So, you think you know capital cities? You've got your Londons, your Parises, your Tokyos. They're all great, fantastic even. They have their big monuments, their fancy museums, their subways that smell like subways. But then there's Accra. Calling Accra just the capital of Ghana is like calling Beyoncé just a singer. It's technically true, but you're missing the entire point. Accra isn't just a place on a map. It's a feeling. It's the warm, humid air that greets you like a hug the moment you step off the plane. It's the sound of a horn honking, not in anger, but as a way of saying, "Hey, I'm here, let's go." It's a city that doesn't just exist. It lives, it breathes, it dances. Imagine a city where the color palette wasn't decided by a committee of people wearing beige. That's Accra. Here, color is a language. You see it in the vibrant fabrics of the women walking down the street, in the brightly painted trotros, these minibus taxis that are basically moving art installations, and in the kaleidoscope of produce piled high in the markets. This city is a full sensory experience. You don't just see Accra. You hear it in the rhythm of high-life music spilling out of a corner bar. You smell it in the tantalizing aroma of grilling tilapia, and you taste it in the spicy kick of Shido that comes with, well, pretty much everything. It's a place that grabs you by the hand and says, "Come on, let me show you something." Now, don't get me wrong. Accra has its share of traffic. Oh, does it have traffic? It's the kind of traffic that makes you question your life choices. But here's the funny thing. Nobody seems to be losing their mind. Every city has a backstory, right? A little previously on to get you caught up. Accra's history is like a blockbuster movie trilogy. It's got drama, it's got heroes, it's got plot twists. Long before it was the sprawling metropolis it is today, this area was home to the Gué people, living their best lives along the coast, fishermen, traders, masters of their domain. Then, around the 15th century, the Europeans showed up. Portuguese, Swedes, Dutch, French, Danes, British. The world's most awkward international potluck. Everyone wanted a piece of the Gold Coast. They built forts and castles along the coast. The area became a major hub for the transatlantic slave trade. A dark and painful chapter, like Osu Castle, standing as a solemn reminder. But Accra's story is not just tragedy, it's resilience. The Ga people, and later all Ghanaians, resisted and held onto their culture with a grip of steel. The city became a hotbed of anti-colonial sentiment, freedom shouted from the rooftops. Enter Kwame Nkrumah, the main character, led Ghana to independence in 1957, the first sub-Saharan African country to do so. The epicenter of this movement? Accra. Suddenly, the city was a beacon of hope for the continent. Since independence, Accra has been on a roller coaster. The city keeps evolving, growing, redefining itself. But through it all, it never lost its spirit. If Accra has a heart, it's Independence Square, also known as Black Star Square. This place is massive. You could fit several football fields in here, marching bands could rehearse, food trucks would fit with room to spare. It's big because the ideas it represents are huge. Freedom, unity, African pride. Stand in the middle with the Independence Arch looming over you. Low-angle arch shot, close-up, inscription, freedom and justice. The square was commissioned by Kwame Nkrumah to celebrate independence. It's the main stage for Ghana's biggest national celebrations. Independence Day parade visuals, soldiers marching, school children waving Ghanaian flags, the air buzzing with patriotic energy, wide drone of the full square. It's a sight to behold. But even on a quiet day, the square has a certain gravity. It's a place for reflection. You can almost hear the echoes of Nkrumah's famous speech. At the center of it all is the Black Star Gate. Close up, the Black Star of Africa atop the gate. That star is a symbol of Black empowerment and the fight for liberation. It's a nod to Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line. Standing under that star, you feel connected to a history bigger than one country. We are here, we are proud, and we are free. All right, buckle up. We're going to Makola Market. If Independence Square is Accra's heart, Makola is its circulatory system, a chaotic, overwhelming, and absolutely vital network of commerce and humanity. Forget your quiet, orderly supermarkets. Makola Market is an experience for all five senses: sounds, smells, sights. It's a sprawling, open-air labyrinth where you can buy literally anything: fresh mangoes, live snails, intricately patterned fabrics, A spare part for a 1998 Toyota? Somebody here has it. The conductors of this magnificent orchestra are the Makola women, entrepreneurs, negotiators, logistical geniuses. They carry towering stacks of goods on their heads, with a grace and balance that would make a ballet dancer jealous. They run their stalls with an iron will and a quick wit, managing their inventory, haggling with customers, keeping track of their finances, all while probably raising a family. These women are the backbone of Accra's informal economy. Don't even think about trying to lowball them unless you're prepared for a masterclass in negotiation that will leave you both impressed and slightly poorer than you'd planned. Just be prepared to leave with a bag full of things you never knew you needed. If you want to find the old soul of Accra, you need to go to Jamestown. This is one of the city's oldest neighborhoods. It feels like stepping into a different era. This is not the Accra of shiny new malls, high-rise apartments. This is a gritty, vibrant, and fiercely proud community right on the coast. The streets are narrow buildings, show their age with peeling paint and colonial-era architecture. Life is lived out in the open. Kids play football in the streets. Fishermen mend their nets by the shore. Families gather outside their homes to chat and cook. It's a place with a deep sense of community that you can feel instantly. The most iconic landmark here is the Jamestown Lighthouse. It's this red and white striped tower that has been guiding ships to shore for over a century. If you're feeling adventurous, you can climb to the top. The stairs are steep and a little rickety. It's not exactly a 5-star elevator experience. The view from the top is absolutely worth it. You get a stunning 360-degree panorama of the city, the bustling fishing harbor below the endless expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, and the sprawling city of Accra stretching out in all directions. It's the perfect spot to get your bearings and see how the old and new parts of the city fit together. You can't talk about Accra without talking about the things that give it its flavor, literally and figuratively: the art, the music, the food. This isn't stuff that's confined to galleries, concert halls, or fancy restaurants. In Accra, culture is everywhere. Let's start with the art. Ghanaians have a word for it: agudi, which means something beautiful and valuable. You see it in the incredible craftsmanship at the Arts Center, hand-carved wooden stools, and beautiful kente cloth. Each pattern tells a story, a proverb, or a historical event. Then there's the music. Accra has a soundtrack, and it's always playing. The city is the birthplace of high life, blending traditional Akan rhythms with Western jazz and calypso. It's a sound that's both joyful and soulful. But Accra doesn't just live in the past. It's also the global capital of Afrobeats, a genre that has taken the world by storm. And finally, the food. Oh, the food. If you leave Accra without having a food coma at least once, you did it wrong. You have to try kilawele. Then there's the main event, jollof rice, and Ghanaians will tell you with 100% conviction that theirs is the best. Accra is a city of beautiful contradictions. It's a place where you can see a traditional chief in full ceremonial kente cloth texting on the latest iPhone. It's where ancient rituals are practiced just a few blocks away from a startup incubator buzzing with digital innovation. This blend of old and new, of tradition and modernity, is not a clash. It's a conversation. And it's one of the most fascinating things about the city. Accra doesn't force you to choose between the past and the future. It offers you both, often on the same street corner. This is the Accra paradox, and it's what makes the city so incredibly dynamic. You can see this blend everywhere. Take architecture, for example. Jamestown, Osu. Standing in the shadow of sleek glass and steel skyscrapers that house multinational corporations and luxury apartments. Or look at the fashion. You'll see people wearing stunning, traditional Ghanaian prints that have been tailored into modern, stylish designs. This isn't about abandoning tradition. It's about reinterpreting it for the 21st century, making it relevant and exciting for a new generation. This conversation between yesterday and tomorrow is also happening in the way people live. Family and community are still at the core of Ghanaian society. Yet, at the same time, Accra is a youthful, forward-looking city. It has a booming tech scene, a vibrant fashion industry, and a generation of young entrepreneurs who are connected to the global world. So you're convinced. You're ready to book your ticket to Accra. Fantastic choice. English is official, so you'll be fine. But learn a few TWI words. Akwaba, welcome. Meda ase, thank you. Edison, how are you? Trotros are the common way to travel. Cheap, chaotic, best way to feel local. Carry some cash for markets and street food. Haggling is expected in markets. But the real reason to go to Accra is for the feeling. It's for the energy, the optimism, the incredible spirit of the people. This is a city that will change you. Accra teaches you things. It teaches you about resilience, how a place can carry difficult history and still smile. It teaches you about resourcefulness, finding opportunity and joy in the middle of chaos. It teaches you about community, the power of human connection. You'll come as a visitor, but you'll be treated like a long-lost cousin. This is a city on the move. It's young, it's creative, it's buzzing with possibility, it's not perfectly polished. And that's what makes it special. It's real, it's raw, it's alive. So go. Go and let Accra welcome you home. Akwaba.